Hello. I know I said I wasn't going to be doing these every week anymore, but I was kind of hoping to do it just a little bit more frequently than once a month. I'm trying. I promise. It's been a it's been rough. Okay. If you've seen any of the other videos, you've probably heard me talk about my anxiety and my depression, and this whole lockdown thing. This is not helping, and work is not helping, and yeah, it's just been rough. So. And there are days where if I didn't have to get out of bed for work, I wouldn't get out of bed. So, so, um, I have been writing though. Still been writing. I had to go back and rewrite the opening three scenes of the second part of the Fast Fading Light. It was a little, it just wasn't sitting well, but it feels better now. Um, Introduced a few characters to get me through what's coming up in this story. Um, And so hopefully I'll be able to continue going forward on that. I have the ending in mind. I know exactly how it ends. I know how bad things go for one character. And we'll just leave it at that. Um, I've also been trying to uh, maintain a regular reading schedule. I just finished. Actually finished about a week or so ago. I finished Dune and Foundation. Now I'd read both of them before, but with the new film adaptation of Dune coming out later, supposedly coming out later this year, I'll believe it when I'm sitting in a theater watching it. Um, and Apple TV doing an adaptation of Foundation. Now I don't have Apple TV, but it seemed like a good enough reason. Also, have read something different for me. It's a novel called From the Ashes by Sabrina Flynn. It's actually a detective story set in Victorian San Francisco. And much to my surprise, I enjoyed it quite a lot. It was a very well written story, moved at a very good pace, very good characters. And just from the detail that she put into it, is very well researched. And I really enjoyed it. I'm just started the second one now, and I'm gonna get to something in a second. Um, uh, Something I've noticed though is doesn't any am I the only one who writes standalone stories? It seems like because I was looking for other books that I might want to read, and all I was saying is first in a series, first in a series, first in a series. It's like standalones. It's okay. You can write a standalone. Now, publishers don't want you to do that. Publishers want a series. This way they can say, okay, we'll get him in the first book. We'll have him for the next however many volumes. It's like, yeah, but the story is, I can tell this story in this one book. The characters may have other adventures, but they're not going to be direct sequels. I write serials. All my stories take place um, in the same fictional universe, so you can show adventures of these characters, but one does not lead into another. Although I do have a sequel planned for On a Cold Wind, but that was set up specifically with a sequel. That always was planned to have a sequel. Um, Actually, it was originally planned to have two sequels. Now I'm going to try and do it in one. That's why I haven't really started it yet. I have to tweak the timeline of the novel, um, of the storyline, and then we'll see what goes from there. Um, Excuse me one moment. I have to get something. Thanks. Back. Okay. I know I said I wasn't going to buy another fountain pen. I bought another fountain pen. It's Lamy All Star. I love this pen. This is a very nice pen. It's a very good pen. It's supposed to be fine, but the line is a little thick, which is fine. It's very good. Feels very good in my hand. I thought I was kind of curious because if you know anything about Lamy, the section here up front is kind of triangular shaped, which some people have a problem with, but it fits my hand very well. The only thing is I can't post it. If I post the pen, which you can do very securely, but it backweights the pen, so I constantly am doing this. So with this particular pen, I don't post it, which is fine. As long as I keep the cap somewhere where I can get it, because I dropped it behind my desk the other day, and that wasn't fun. So yeah, there is that. And yeah, there's going to be, actually, I'm going to be making some changes. There's one more fountain pen I want. One more fountain pen. It's a TWSBI Echo Clear. I love demonstrators. My Prera is a demonstrator, and this one's going to be a demonstrator also. But TWSBI does not use cartridges. It's a converter. You have a little thing, divot, and you twist and sucks the ink up. My Prera came with one of those, but the Lamy didn't come with one, and the Metropolitan didn't come with one. So I have to get 2 of those and a bottle of ink. I'm already nervous about that, but as long as we're careful, we'll do it. Which led me to something else I've wondered about in fountain pens. There's a lot of people out there who are very obsessed with inks. Now, I understand different inks for different things, different colors, different shades. Okay, great. I want black. I write in black ink. That's all I want is black. And I have lost count of how many different shades of black I've found. Not to mention the various manufacturers. It's like, okay, guys, which one's better? So, but that's not until later in the year. That will probably be for Christmas, because that'll be my Christmas gift to myself, maybe. I am trying to get back to Under the Dark of the Moon. The thing is, I was marching into a 3-chapter long action sequence, and action sequences are very hard for me sometimes. So I'm still trying to plug forward on that one. It's just going to take me a while. I am bound and determined to finish this novel. Which brings me to a couple of other things I've been thinking about. First thing is the idea that you have to finish what you start. Not necessarily. There does come a point. I mean, I'm stubborn that way. I will put things aside for a while, but I will never fully abandon them. I will always come back to them, even if it takes me a while. I mean, look at how long it took me to print, to finish and then publish The Fault Lies Not and Wanderer, for example. I mean, Wanderer, I finished the initial first version of Wanderer. I finished when I was still living in New Jersey. I lived in New Jersey from 93 to 97. So yeah, it took a while. If it takes a while for it to finish a project, it takes a while to finish a project. That's a great thing about being self-published. I've never actually totally abandoned something. Even there are projects I haven't worked on for years that one day I may get back to. And so, yeah, I mean, if as I've said before, everybody works at their own pace. You will see a lot of people on YouTube and on blogs and other vlogs who say, you have to do this, you have to write every day, you have to, 5,000 words every day, or you suck as a writer. It's like, no. Sometimes 5 words a day. If that's what you can manage, do what you can. Is it a good idea to write every day? Yeah, it is. You should probably try and get some kind of writing done every day. But how much you write is something else entirely. I have had days where I've only managed to write one sentence. But then again, that was one more sentence that I had yesterday. And I am not on a time limit. I'm not saying, okay, by the time I'm 60, I have to have such and such done. It's like, well, that's 3.5 years from now. So, well, 2.5. Oh God, 2.5 years from now. Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted by my old age. Work at your own pace. I don't know, I'm sorry, just had something come up on my phone and I didn't recognize what it was. Hang on a second. Excuse me. Sorry, like I said, I had something come up on the screen of my phone. I thought maybe my battery was dying or something, but it's not. So, yeah, I'm sorry for the rambling here, but what I'm going to try and get back to a regular schedule. I know I've said that before, and I'm sorry. My 13 subscribers, I'm sorry. I'm trying here, but sometimes it's just there are days when I just don't want to do anything. There are days if I didn't have to get out of bed to go to work, I wouldn't get out of bed. And something else is I read once, writing is a fundamentally good endeavor. Do it first and foremost for the doing. Fame and fortune is the pesto and the pasta. And if you enjoy writing, then your writing has value. If you want to write just for yourself, if you like writing just for yourself, I mean, you're not looking for a publication, it's just what you like doing in your spare time, and it's a hobby that you enjoy, great, do it, knock yourself out. But if you want to get published, great, that's fine too. Do you want a traditional publish? Great, knock yourself out. Good luck getting an agent if you're trying to write novels. Which is the other thing. There seems to be a lot of pressure out there on people to write novels. I write novellas, guys. None of my ideas will make 80 to 100,000 words. No way in God's green earth. Excuse me. Under the Dark of the Moon will. I'm at, not counting up to the end of chapter 22, I'm at about 61,000 words. So yeah, that'll probably hit at least 80. Which will be fine. But I'm not stressing over the word count. I don't stress over word counts anymore. When I'm asked, why do you how long is this going to be? As long as it takes. As long as it takes to tell the story. If I could tell the story in 20,000 words, I'll tell the story in 20,000 words. If I need 80,000 words, I'll let it in 80,000 words. Whatever. But then again, that's flexibility that I have in self-publishing. Now, I'm all over the place tonight. I'm sorry. I just it's just like I said. It's just I've been a bit frazzled. I have this was day one of my of a 3-day weekend because of Labor Day. And I just took it easy today. Typed up those opening scenes, and yeah, it's just I was just thinking I should get something out, and I will try and do something more than once a month. I apologize. What I'm also going to try and do, I'm going to see about maybe doing some more readings like I've done in the past, and see if I can get some more of those done. But we'll see. We'll see. At the very least, I'll at least come on and say how I'm doing, and we'll take it from there. So uh, all the links to the books are down below. They're all available on Smashwords, Amazon, paperback, print on demand, and ebooks, of course. If you do buy any of the books, please make sure you go back and leave a review, good, bad, or indifferent. It all helps. And all my social media links are down below. I don't really spend a lot of time on social media, but if somebody says something to me, I will at least read it and respond if I feel it necessary. So yeah, and remember, we are each of us the heroes of our own stories and the villains of someone else's. Take care, guys.